Hello! Welcome to Part 2 of United Against Human Trafficking and IHI's collaborative video series about human trafficking safety and awareness. In Part 1 of our series, we discussed human trafficking in detail and ways to safeguard against it. You can access the first video by clicking the link in the description below. Today we will talk about red flags and introduce you to human trafficking resources available in your local community. Pause the video at any point to write down information on how to contact these resources. All website links and contact information will be included in the video description below. There are a number of job sectors that place workers at high risk for human trafficking, such as day laborers, agriculture, and bars and clubs. We'll briefly go over the circumstances that place workers at risk across some key factors before talking about red flags to look out for. The H-2A temporary visas for agricultural workers make them vulnerable to employer abuse, such as poor work conditions and wage theft, for fear of deportation. Paired with being located in rural areas, these workers are at risk of trafficking outside of the public eye. Trafficking in the hospitality industry can present as a malnourished and underpaid housemaid, workers who beg, and even as obvious as signs of physical abuse. Not only are workers in the hospitality industry subject to forced labor trafficking, but they can also be witnesses to human trafficking, as traffickers will often take advantage of the privacy and anonymity accessible through the hospitality industry to exploit other individuals. Hostess bars or cantinas may be open to the public, sell food and drinks, and offer music and dancing. In both bars and strip clubs, labor trafficking may be present if victims are forced to dance, serve as hostesses, or sell drinks and/or food. Sex trafficking may occur if victims are forced to provide commercial sex to the club patrons by a trafficker, in addition to his or her work as a dancer or hostess. Day laborers work for different contractors on a regular basis. There is no contract or anything besides a verbal agreement when it comes to hours and payment. Contractors take advantage of the lack of accountability there is and often exploit these workers, who are oftentimes immigrants, using their fear of deportation and limited means against them, knowing that legal fees to fight for their wages are many times unaffordable. Labor trafficking is reported to be the highest among domestic workers, as they are excluded from labor laws in the U.S. and oftentimes do not have a contract to protect them. Sometimes these domestic workers are recruited from abroad and have little knowledge on resources and laws in the U.S. and fear of deportation or legal backlash from seeking help. Domestic work is often isolated and out of the public eye, leaving workers, usually women, at risk of abuse and coercion. Quick review. Which of the following statements about human trafficking in job sectors is false? Agriculture, the hospitality industry, domestic work, day laborers in bars, clubs, or cantinas are considered high-risk job sectors for human trafficking. Traffickers often take advantage of the privacy and anonymity of work in the hospitality industry and at times in agriculture. Human trafficking is not a problem in the workplace. Worker exploitation can occur in the form of employer abuse, wage theft, and threats of deportation. If you chose C, you are correct. Human trafficking can show up in the workplace as well. In fact, there are a number of job sectors that place individuals at risk of human trafficking. In order to protect yourself and your loved ones, it's important to be able to identify red flags of human trafficking when you see them. Here are a few examples of force, fraud, and coercion to look out for. Force: physical or sexual abuse, restrictions on movement and communication with friends and family, constant surveillance, lack of medical treatment or reproductive health care. Fraud: false promises of a different job, misrepresentation of working conditions, wages, and immigration benefits of the job, altered or fake contracts, non-payment, underpayment, or confiscation of wages, visa fraud. Coercion: threats of harm to the victim or the victim's family or friends, threats of deportation, confiscation of passports and visas, debt increased through various fees to the club or driving networks. Quick review. What are some ways you can protect yourself from human trafficking? Be vigilant and alert by keeping track of your surroundings. Look out for red flags, such as signs of force, fraud, and coercion. Report these issues if you notice them. Be informed of local and trusted resources you can contact if need be. All of the above. If you chose all of the above, you are correct. In the rest of this video, we will review several human trafficking resources for assistance. Feel free to pause the video if you need to take notes or scroll down to the description of our video for more information. Resources for assistance. The National Human Trafficking Hotline. If you or someone you know needs help or have been a victim of human trafficking, please contact the National Trafficking Hotline for assistance. You can reach them with the information on the screen via text or phone call. The hotline is open 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. United Against Human Trafficking is a Houston-based organization that focuses on ending human trafficking through preventing exploitation, educating the community, and empowering survivors. To do this, UAHT offers several programs to support the community, including outreach, youth, and survivor services to build strength and to promote emotional resiliency through case management and education for the community. For more information on UAHT and all the programs they have to offer, visit their website at uaht.org. You can also contact them in person by visiting their office location or via phone or email. Rescue Houston is a local branch of the national organization Rescue America. It offers 24/7 hotline providing immediate response and rescue for victims of sex trafficking and sexual exploitation. To learn more, visit their website or contact them via phone or email. Fe y Justicia aids workers in reporting workplace injustices and assists with other workplace problems. If you would like to report workplace injustices or need assistance, contact Fe y Justicia at 713-862-8222. For more information, visit their website on the screen. Thank you for watching the second video in our two-part video series about human trafficking. Please take our short survey in the description below for a chance to win a $20 gift card. United Against Human Trafficking. We fight so that all may live free. IHI, empowering our communities by empowering you.